So I've been reading a book by Dr. Joe Dispenza called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. And in one of the chapters, he spoke about mental rehearsal and how our thoughts can become our reality through mental rehearsal. Mental rehearsal is basically visualization, but he doesn't like the word visualization, so he calls visualization as mental rehearsal. He spoke about an experiment that he wrote in his previous one of his previous books, I think Evolving Your Brain. And he talks about the experiment where some people, like there was a group of people who just mentally rehearsed playing a piano using one hand. They had never touched a piano. And then there was this another group who was actually rehearsing playing the piano, like physically playing the piano. What he found from that experiment was that the people who were just mentally rehearsing were producing the same amount, like the whatever brain changes were happening in the people who were playing the piano using their hand, almost same changes were happening in the minds, in the brains of the people who were just mentally rehearsing playing the piano with one hand. So he says that when we mentally rehearse or when we visualize our desires as if they have already happened, as if we have experienced them, it changes our brain. Like our brain produces some chemicals, and our subconscious mind starts believing that it has already happened. And this is how our desires become reality. He also gave an example of his daughter, that once she wanted to, she had desire and she wanted, I think, to go to Italy for summer break and also work there for some of the time. As in, she was going for 6 weeks, I think, and she wanted to work there for 4 weeks and then just spend not working 2 weeks. Anyways, that's a different story altogether. But what he said to his daughter was actually, when I read that, I was like, that actually makes sense. So he said to his daughter that when you sit down for your mental rehearsal, when you experience the desires in your mental rehearsal, and when you get up after that, you should not be the same person. Meaning, she wanted to go to Italy, and he said, when you come out of that mental rehearsal, when you get up, you should have already felt the joy that you have been to Italy. I hope this is making sense. So let me actually put this into more simple words. So if you are planning, if you are trying to manifest something, say you are trying to manifest a job, okay? You want to be a CA and you're manifesting a CA job. That's just for an example. So when you are mentally rehearsing, you need to feel all the feelings how you would feel when you are working as a CA. You need to look around during your mental rehearsal, during your visualization, what sort of office you're sitting at, where are you working, what kind of people are around you, how are your colleagues like, what's the work culture like. And when you finish doing that, when you finish visualizing, you should feel as if you have just come back from work. I hope you are understanding what I'm trying to say. He also mentioned that mentally rehearsing something once might not, it might, but it might not make your dreams come true, especially if you have a lot of resistance, a lot of blockages, and you have been feeling a certain way. So, for example, let's say if you want to be a millionaire, you want to have $1 million in your account, but your way of thinking is that that's not possible. I cannot have $1 million. That is impossible. So, it's going to take a lot of practicing, a lot of mental rehearsals before you actually start thinking that you can be a millionaire. It is possible to be a millionaire. I hope I'm making sense. So whenever you are visualizing or whenever you're trying to manifest or any kind of manifestation technique you're doing, whether it's scripting or 555 369, whatever you are doing, when you are writing it or when you are visualizing it, you should actually feel as if it's already happening, because when you feel, that's how you produce that chemical in your subconscious mind, and then your subconscious mind starts thinking that this is actually the reality. So for us to change our life, we need to change the way we think, we need to change our everyday patterns, because if we are thinking the same thing, so for example, my thinking was few years ago that if I wash my hair on a Thursday, something bad will definitely happen. And trust me, whenever I washed my hair on Thursdays, something happened, something not nice happened. But when I changed my thinking, and it did not take, say, a day or so, it took me a long time. When I started thinking that when I wash my hair on Thursdays, everything is fine, my life is fine, and I'm not thinking in negative way, so I'm not thinking nothing bad is happening. All I was thinking was, when I wash my hair on Thursday, it's all right, my life stays the same, my life goes about normal, like how it goes when I wash my hair on any other day. And now when I wash my hair on Thursdays, I'm fine, nothing happens. So it takes us a while to convince our subconscious mind that whatever we want in our life is actually achievable, and it's actually true. So you have to mentally rehearse or visualize. If you are visualizing, this video is basically talking about visualization. So if you are mentally rehearsing something, don't think that your 5 minutes of visualization one day is going to get you your manifestation. No, it will take you time, and you have to think about it, you have to visualize, you have to mentally rehearse it over and over and over again, till the time you start feeling, even your conscious brain starts feeling that it is true. So I hope this video helped, and I hope you have a very happy manifesting. Bye bye.